Booby.
Let's go!
Hello, buddy, and welcome to another episode of Curse and Mother Mystery. Tonight we're playing the model Curses Draw, but it's changed, transformed, and we're playing in the system and the setting of Frostmark RPG. Everything created by Marc. There's a content warning for tonight of bad language, heavy topics, disgusting roleplay, and outside of it, gothic horror, and perhaps some gore. We shall see. With me, I have a wonderful cast of players. I got Lydia Lyra, half of Vegas, played by Julie. Hello, welcome.
Hey, Nix. Can I reach into your bag of goodies again?
My God! No! Please don't start again. No! Then we gotta have Marley out, Chelsea Warlock, played by Cookie. Hello, welcome.
Well, Fad, I think we should let them have this space alone.
Okay, and then we got Nix of Astadia, Tiefling Bar, played by Adrian. Hello, welcome.
Apparently, I have more than one pocket. But thank you. Hello.
And then, certainly not least, Sad the Shatter, Genasi Rogue, played by Woodgod. Hello, hello.
Hello. Yeah, I definitely remember what happened last time. Yep, that's me. I was here the whole time.
Whoop whoop. And what happened last time, gang? Let's remind Thad, who definitely don't need reminding.
Of course not. Why would I?
Yes.
Who would like to
do it?
recite it?
I wrote it.
I'm happy to read it if you want me to just do a direct read, but I can do a recap real quick if you want. Otherwise, Bexxy, would you prefer?
Arm wrestle for it.
Rollies.
Roly polies. Roll a 1d20 plus your strength modifier. Your brawn modifier.
Rollies.
Let's go! Why my strength modifier? That's like mine's 2. Shit.
Everybody who wants to do it. Let's do it. Oh!
Hey! You win this time, Nix!
Alright,
Next time.
Nix won the arm wrestle. Go ahead.
I mean, technically it's a -1, so it's the same number.
But your brawn modifier is at least higher though, which means you win.
I mean, it's
How
less
many
bad.
times do you get a -1 modifier being bigger than the other?
Okay, here we go, guys. So, like last episode, we were leaving the Firatov area after basically concluding all is done here, nothing more we can do. We stocked up our wagon with our basically barrel of holdings, I guess we could call it.
Yeah, that's
and-
what I call them. Yeah,
Is that what you call it?
yeah, barrel holding, yeah.
Barrel of holding, sure. As well as a couple of old bottles of wine, and we head on back to Kresk, whilst Nix is the only one who rides in the cart, as he is basically doing the whole identify thing. And telling stories as well, healing Thad, so Thad, I don't know what your health is, but you probably have more HP than you think you do now.
I think I edited it in. Yeah,
You
I
added
did.
it?
I edited it in. Yes.
Oh, okay. As you like.
Yeah, my character sheet is in roll 20, so or at least
Yeah.
some of
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So yeah, the HP there is
Alright.
accurate.
Cool.
Okay, cool. So we take the barrels, and we return them to. Well, we don't return them. We give them to the Kreskites. And Nick suggests that Luca, who has no cows to take care of anymore, since the creature that could eat a lot ate all his friends, and now he is food master over the barrels of holding. And there was a little back and forth to say, well, why do we need it? I mean, don't you trust us? And he's like, no. But eventually it all came down to everyone somewhat agreeing that this seems to be at least a decent outcome, and there's wine involved, which turned the attention into a very positive manner real quick, and
Yeah.
a feast begins, and frivolity was had. At least for the people of Kresk, as the party then decides to do a little bit of errands with Nyx and Illyria going up to check on Lottie in the Abbey, of which Nyx basically bribes Cloven with booze. Nothing wrong with giving an alcoholic booze as a reward system.
There's so much wrong there.
And Hamartia takes a bit of time for soul searching by the pool. So, as
Sewing
Nyx
a
and
lot.
Illyria... Sorry?
Suing like a mad woman. Like,
Oh, sewing, yeah,
yeah.
for sure. So whilst Nyx and Illyria make their way to Lottie, and we encountered the flesh golem sex doll still standing there with nothing to do, and with Illyria remembering that her family had a similar golem and not at all a sex doll, allegedly.
Also not made from, like, human flesh.
Yeah, well, that's what she says. And she draws on some similarities and realizes that, okay, well, we can't really control them, so we decided to burn the sex doll, who looked at Illyria in the eyes as it was burning, and she got spooked a little bit. But then we did the same thing for the other one laying down. It was less unsettling, but still, the burning of the sex dolls happened.
How we place it?
Mm-hmm. On the way back down, Nyx sees a silhouette figure within the blustering swells of snow. First thinking it was Madame Eva, but it wasn't. It's her form, and not quite sure exactly who that could be. But he feels at least that the work that the party has done has been considered a positive one, and that he feels that whatever is looking over him was perhaps some sort of figure that approves of good deeds. Then Illyria and Nyx have a bit of a chat as they make their way back down, and Hamartia tries to be a bit of a recluse as she's doing a heckin' sewing, but then gets invited back to a household to indulge in some frivolity, and kind of acting as an emissary, reassures them that, hey, you know, whilst we've done some good stuff, there's still more to do. And the people of Kresk seem to be grateful of the party's deeds, and that it's only a matter of time for the heroes to perform another miracle in record saving time. And Hamartia then brings out her creation, forged from the fabrics of
Forged?
forged.
Yeah.
Yeah. From the fabrics of the robe that his father was killed in. A wonderful robe that has all the party members in different stages of seasons, with spring, summer, winter, and fall. And Hamartia in the middle with Sol at her heart.
That wasn't Hamartia in the middle, but was Anya.
Anya was in the middle. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Team Trauma, sort of reunited. Once more.
Is this the one that's gonna stick? Team Trauma?
I think it is.
Sure.
I mean, I used both Team Trauma and Trauma Brigade.
The Boohoo Brigade? Mystery
Team Trauma
Express?
sounds pretty fun.
Team
Yeah,
Trauma.
because it's like TT.
So we're approached by a drunk woman who seems to be like very grateful that we had done a good deed to Kresk and that she's in charge of the general store, and she thrusts a bag that has some sentimental value into Nyx's hands as a thank you for perhaps bringing in more trade, I suppose, because people aren't going to die. Of which then the players spend some time digging into Nyx's bag, pulling out minorly cursed items, with Illyria getting a little bit too hungry for rotten flesh, and Hamatia seeing some rotting puppies behind people. A fun time event for the whole family.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. All right. So, all
The
right.
question was, is my arm healed or not yet?
Your
arm's
arm.
fine.
Your arm requires it's a wound that will remain this way until a serious amount of time has passed and it can heal on its own, or until like some serious
Serious healing. Yeah, I'm saying I'm asking if while I wasn't here that didn't happen.
No.
No.
Sorry.
It takes
Just making sure.
serious healing damage, which you don't have a load.
Just making sure.
All right.
Cool.
So guys, you're starting to get a bit sauced. It's getting later in the evening, like 9-10ish, and you're having a grand old time. You have pulled out some fun items out of the bag. The party is going strong, getting a little bit more rowdy as people are getting more sauced. Really, like letting go of inhibitions and stress and tension that has been burdening them for some time to enjoy this night of frivolity and revelry. Is there anything left to do this evening?
Yes.
Oh god. Okay.
That has to reach into the bag.
Yeah.
Dad, come on.
Didn't bad stuff happen? All right.
We're right next to the
So-
pool, so the curse can be immediately removed if you don't like it.
Oh, next to the pool. The big pool.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
pool.
I stick my hand to the fucking pool.
No, in the bag. Unless in the pool. In oh, you want
The
to put your
big,
hand
the my big
Yeah, but you're not
rotten,
cursed.
rotting hand. I stick it in the pool.
Oh.
Does anything happen?
No, nothing happens.
Darn.
I appreciate you trying to clean your hand off before you put the thing into my bag, Dad.
Sure, that was definitely what I was trying to do. You know, if I lose it, it's the fucked up one anyway. And I put my hand into the bag.
It gets
it's
eaten. No, roll a d20.
Reach deep
Alright,
inside.
cool.
Pull out something strong and firm.
Why are you like this?
Only if it's girthy, you know. And I feel around for something girthy and firm.
Well, you definitely find something firm.
Hey!
Oh,
You pull out a gigantic, like from a huge creature, severed big toe,
what the fuck?
and it's
Not
like the nail, is like crackly and like yellow and longer than it should be, and there's like dirt underneath it. And as soon as you hold it there in your hand, you're quite sure that there is a cat skeleton that has been buried about 15 or so meters underneath you a very long time ago.
I slowly put it down next to me on the ground.
You don't want to
What?
let it go.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, no.
Why would I?
No, why would you? It's a
would I?
toe.
I mean,
It's
there's
big.
a
I mean, it
reason-
fits the theme. I'm holding it in the right arm and everything. So
I mean, are you wanting to do something with that toe there, Thad?
I don't know. It feels, it feels right. Like the whole theme with the rotten flesh and stuff.
As you like, but if you're feeling some weird things and they seem strange to you,
All I can feel skeletons.
you can feel skeletons like inside.
Yeah,
you.
there's one. Not
There's a skeleton inside
sure.
you.
Haha. Hardy ha. Can I feel the skeleton inside of me? Like with the toe.
It's
like
so
spiritually.
psychosomatic, Bexxy said. It's you're sure that there is a cat skeleton underneath you, but that's it.
Yeah, that's as much as you know by now, but you don't feel or know your skeleton more than you already do.
Alright, fair. I mean, 15 feet? How many feet down?
That's about 4 meters.
4 meters. Jeez
Yes.
Louise. Alright. I mean, there's a cat skeleton pretty far down. Wanna help me dig for it?
Not particularly.
Why would we?
You
Alright,
have
fair.
a need for this, or you could just,
No, I
like,
just-
maybe
I just,
clean
like,
up the
kinda-
toe a little bit. It's a little dirty.
Shh.
Hey,
Oh, why
Thad.
not? Hey, what? Yeah.
What the whoa! And she is going to splash.
You should have gone, "This is Barovia!"
You kick him in.
Come on, you have the physical strength to kick anyone here.
That's
I
fair.
mean,
I don't think
I'm
Thad has the
pretty
physical
sure you
strength to
said
contest you, but sure.
Deliria for like an involuntary swim.
True, but I think
Okay,
Herberti had
you were
help.
thusly splashed.
You're splashed, and you're able to, discard the toe if you want to.
If you want to.
If I want to.
Do you want to discard the?
I think we
The
can
old
put
toe.
that one to the bone that makes you crave rotten flesh.
Ooh. Maybe we can prank someone with these.
Yeah, alright. I'll put it back in the bag.
Okay, so you choose to remain minor cursed by. Wait, you put it back in the bag?
Yeah, why not?
Your bag or the grab bag?
My bag.
Oh.
No, the grab bag.
Okay. So it's back.
Bag of
Okay.
The bag that I took it out of.
So only Nix is the one that keeps his item.
Oh yeah, we others go like only bad stuff.
What's the name?
While I
of the
was
bag, by the
holding
way?
it, was I still feeling, even though I was splashed, was I still feeling the cat?
More
Skeleton.
vaguely, like there it was like a question if you wanted to remain cursed or if you wanted to remove it. And as you were undecided, your vision or your knowledge of it was also a little bit fuzzy.
Alright, fair.
All right, any more bitters? Anyone want to try? Step up.
I'll kneel down in front of the pool. And I'll take some water and I splash it on my head so it flows down into my hair. And waiting for it to change color back or gain its color again. But nothing happens.
Sadness.
It was worth a try, I suppose.
We are going to sort that out.
Yeah, I think it's kind of connected to the whole rotten flesh curse.
Yeah.
You just have to hold
Probably.
on with that. I just need to learn a few more things before I can help you out.
Yeah, I'm not 100% well this is,
I mean,
Uh.
someone with such fabulous hair as you, and you lose the fabulousness of it. Who
Well, I
are
also
you?
mean I fight with the rotten arm now, but sure.
Well, maybe that could be a bonus. You know, some people are put off by the smell of rotten flesh.
Considering most of the things we fight are some sort of monster or undead,
Yeah, I sincerely doubt that.
We're going to fight some people one day. You know, you can get your hopes up.
Just bear with it for a little bit longer. And what we are planning on doing next is heading over to deal with whatever is going on with these werewolves. So, who knows? Maybe smelling not like a human will be to your benefit. But equally, if we are to make that trek, after such a day that we have had, I suggest we find our lodgings for the evening.
Pat, do you think that if you become a werewolf, will you have like glowing fur?
That is a good question that I have not given any thought to whatsoever.
Think about it.
Sure. Alright, sure. Yeah.
I'm going to. Well, why should we sleep? I mean, didn't they give us
Oh, that's-
lodgings?
Lycanthropy is a curse, isn't it?
I mean, it can be a curse or a blessing. It depends how you look at it.
But it's a curse.
I mean, what is a curse, really?
It's a type of magic, isn't it? I don't know. I'm not really familiar with all your. And I kind of wave at her stuff.
It's just an effect that you put on someone, right? There is no real distinction between a blessing and a curse.
I wouldn't necessarily say that, Hamatya. Generally speaking, curses tend to be of the negative kind. But you're right, there are the odd exceptions that sometimes there is a added benefit from having such a curse.
So maybe it's like the intention defines whether an effect is a blessing or a curse. So you can be also blessed with lycanthropy.
Can I be blessed with a rotten arm?
Nah, that's a curse.
Yep, that's what I thought. Yeah. Well, one day we'll figure it out.
If you're disturbed by it, I think I have some bandages still in my healer's kit that you could wrap it up. So it doesn't...
Do you have any more of that, vinegar?
Vinegar. You mean the poison wine?
No, I mean the vinegar, the wine turned vinegar that we had.
So you weren't here last episode and we wasn't in the recap, but we did discover that all the wine that we have is actually 100% poison.
Cool beans.
Yeah, the wine that was outside of the magical barrier
All
from
poison.
that year was poisoned.
Fair. Does the smell change when I put the pool water on my arm?
Oh, it actually gets lessened, for sure. It does have a purifying effect, but it's not enough to heal it.
I'll just like soak it for a bit. Just gonna soak it for a bit before we leave.
So we had lodgings, right? They're prepared for us, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you're free to crash at any place.
We could always just go up to the abbey, really, if you wanted a bed. But, anyway, we'll find us space and take a rest.
I can, if it's fine with you, I'd really like to sleep where Luca is.
Okay, any particular reason?
I think it could use a fun.
Okay, well, I will not do that. Somewhere warmer, probably. But you're welcome to do that. I mean, do what you want. I think we're pretty safe here. After all, Illyria has offered to give me a massage, so maybe it's for the best.
You did.
I mean, you know, it did help me burn the sex dolls.
A massage, you say?
I am
Kind of
so
look at
tense.
them. And I'm just looking at them. With the, okay, yeah, sure.
I mean, Illyria is looking at you with like a straight face, and it's just like, you know, she's like, I mean, yeah, a massage. What do you mean?
Basically, then I look at Nyx and give him the look of like, yeah, sure. Alright, cool.
Nyx gives him like the wink, like, yeah. That's what I said.
Well,
Well,
you
if
two have
you-
fun, I suppose.
But if you have back problems, then maybe you could. I don't know. I've never really dealt with my own back problems. And you hear like this slight sound of a bone cracking. How?
Want to?
No, you go ahead and have this private massage.
You two have fun.
Have fun massaging each other.
Why
I
are
don't know
you so
that.
weird about it?
I mean,
I just gotta give her a look of like, really, man?
Illyria is totally oblivious.
Amate is going to
I get
like look at Fad with a puzzled look.
I'll explain later.
What?
good night, you two.
Good luck to you, Mattia. And Nyx will head to where we're going. To stay.
At the moment they leave, Hamatia will sit fat. Do you think there might be a misunderstanding between the two of them?
I think, let me put it that way. I think there might be a longing from one side, but understanding that the thing would probably be misunderstood by the other.
Oh no.
So,
Oh,
not
no.
necessarily misunderstanding, but more of unrequited, I suppose.
Me,
That's the vibe I get from it, at least.
how can Elia be so oblivious?
I don't know. So that's a good question.
Even I got that.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Jeez. Yep.
Where are you planning to stay, Fad? Matters of massages aside.
Well, did we have accommodations for us? I kind of forgot.
Yes, I think they did give us a place to stay in. I think Dimitri gave us that when we first met him.
And we gave him all of the things of holding, right?
Yes, most of the stuff is in Nix's little pocket.
All right.
You know, I think. I don't really want to leave you alone for the night. I mean, it's kind of sad. So, let's go there together, I guess.
Sure. Kind of.
Yeah, you know, it's fine. I'm kind of used to. She points at your arm. These sorts of smells, so it really doesn't matter for me. You know?
I kind of hide it behind my cape
Yeah,
that I definitely always had. That I definitely now have for direction.
I mean, the cape looks
Yeah,
pretty
I
swell.
definitely remember getting it. Yeah.
It's very swell. I mean, it has this like, almost like black like just slight gray to it, but like almost black outside, and this dramatic like color, and this dark red brocade kind of like inside, and yeah.
Oh wait,
It's,
you do have a cape. You have a cape of the counterbank.
The count
Yeah.
back.
The
Yeah.
count spec.
Count bank.
Count back.
Fad, how are you? I mean, it's been a rough day for everyone, but how are you?
I don't know. Kind of feel like I zoned out for a bit, to be honest.
I mean, zoning out is definitely a perfectly valid response to what's happening. All of this must be alien to you, and what's alien is a bit scary sometimes.
Tell you that the truth, I wasn't really expecting this kind of eventuality, and usually I'm pretty good about that stuff, or at least thinking on the fly when I used to work where I did. But then I took this job, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on how you look at it.
Well, it's fortunate for us. I just don't think it's very
Yeah.
fortunate for you.
And, yeah.
It must be
Everything
pretty
else
crazy.
Fucked after that. Didn't really have a moment to kind of stop and think about it, which I think is honestly better.
From my experience, thinking about it is an eventuality. So if you ever feel like you want to think about it out loud, know that I will listen.
Thanks.
Hey, and you know, we did some good. We mercifully put away some people, and we probably put a lot of people out of their misery today. I don't know if these shades were actually the ghosts of whatever people happened to be in the Philadelphia state, or just phantoms of anger. But you know, you did good things coming here. I mean, you've only been here for what, like 2 weeks? I mean,
Yeah.
you saved lives.
Hey, and I will take out the dagger that Hermatia gave me. Thanks, but I think since I got a dagger from Fedotov, I don't. Or
The cooler dagger. Yes.
think you should get your old one back.
Thank
Since
you.
I don't think you should be without a silvered weapon.
I don't. First of all, thank you very much, but she looks at the dagger that you gave her. I don't think I need weapons anymore. That might be a bit arrogant to say, but I have other tools now that I didn't used to have, which is weird. I mean, I never imagined that I'll cry and out of the tear a giant eagle will pop out. That's a bit.
Yes, that's really weird.
Magic's
to be honest.
weird.
I've seen a lot of people cast spells, and I've never seen anyone quite like that.
It's so freaky.
Do you decide what anything does, or it just happens?
It depends. I mean, it depends on the spell. I mean, with soul, like summoning soul is actually pretty straightforward. It's like a formula that you do. But the spells that I get from whatever happened to get inside of me once I touched the stone, it's just based on feelings. It's like a manifestation of my wants and needs. and I can't really control it. Just happen if I get angry, then I summon a bunch of beetles to swallow my enemies. But if I wish to protect someone, when something else comes out, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, magic is weird.
Do you have
Never
any
really done
magic? I
much.
mean, you have magical hair, yeah, but hers. But
Yeah, I'm not really one for magic.
not even a tiny bit, not a cantrip.
I mean, I can do physiologically what I'm capable of doing, but that's
Ooh.
basically all of it.
Do you think you can train that? Maybe.
I don't think so. I don't have much. It's like there's not replacing, a feeling of a nicely weighted weapon in your hand. The feeling where you sneak out behind someone and raise your dagger and stab them in the neck.
I got chills.
You can't really replace that with, I don't know, shooting
Soulless,
bubbles out of your eyes or whatever.
Soul is squealing with happiness in your head. And you talk about how magic and how good killing people feels to each other.
I'm saying it feels different. I'm not saying it feels necessarily good.
Man, I
Are you
love
sure?
killing people in the morning.
Are you sure? Alright, fair. Do you head somewhere in particular?
We do have accommodations that Dimitri gave us at the beginning.
Yeah, I think the accommodations.
Yeah.
so
But that's basically going to the burgomaster's house. It's basically like he offered his own house to you, but I mean, you can go anywhere at this point. And there's also the abbey, of course, that is basically yours.
Yeah, but I don't like the abbey. It's spooky.
I'm not gonna go back to the abbey. Fuck that.
Alright. So, yeah, then it's the burgomaster's house, or,
Yeah, let's
wherever
go
you
for the
please.
Yeah, I think we'll go to the
You
Burgomaster.
seem to have a good relationship with what's his face, the simple guy.
Ah, look, yes.
Have you talked to him since we came back?
I didn't really get the opportunity because Nyx was like, and she's going to mimic Nyx's voice. Yes, now Luca is going to distribute the things. And then, everyone got a bit swarmed up there, so I didn't really have the chance to speak with him. I don't think
they didn't blame him for all of
Yes, of course,
all of that.
Peruvians are born hypocrites, so the Vistani.
Everyone is born hypocrites,
Yes,
not
we
just
are.
Peruvians.
So, 1 minute
It's not just
they're all
Peruvian.
about
Everyone, everywhere.
community. Yes, obviously. But 1 minute, they're all about community and caring for each other, and the other minute you can take the one person who doesn't fit the mold and just blame your problems on him without any sort of solid evidence, and you got yourself a nice little scapegoat that you can burn and feel good about yourself. You did good today. You killed the heretic, the monster.
As soon as she says heretic, I crack open a little smile. Yeah. Sure.
Heretic.
Yeah, everyone is there. It does that, not just Peruvians. No, you haven't been outside, but people are
you-
special like that.
Particularly religious, Fad. Do you have any god that you devote yourself into?
No.
No one? Not Boreas, no Morning Lord. I mean, you and Morning Lord look pretty close.
Religion and I, we parted on not so good terms.
There is a story behind that, but I
Religious
wouldn't tell you
family.
why. Oh.
I'll put it
Yeah,
that
me-
way.
Me too. I get it. You have.
Oh, hey,
these
look,
things.
it's Luca's house.
Oh, nice. Yes, let's not talk about these things.
Um, uh, um, you knock on the door, and there's no answer, but for like a very low groan, and you get a little bit worried. So you open his door, and you can see once again that Lucas' very small home once again is filled up by your horses. You're standing there in the middle of
they're still
everything.
there. They're still there. Oh, God.
And Luca is in a alcohol dream on top of his cot with a like 1/3 of vodka left in a bottle.
I think we should probably go to the Burgermaster's home.
There's no space.
Uh,
There's no space.
I'm gonna take the vodka.
Okay. I have 1/3 of a vodka bottle.
All right. I'll start sipping it on the way to the Burgermaster's house.
Nice. What you find at the Burgermaster's house is just Dimitri drinking wine to himself, sitting in the kitchen. He acknowledges your presence and shows you where you can sleep, but he doesn't talk much, and he kind of just go back to the kitchen and is like the single candle, and he sips wine to himself. But you're able to find lodgings there. Okay.
Is it beds? Is it bedrolls? Is
Yes, it's
like
beds.
the carcass. Oh,
He offers his exiled wife bed.
oh, she's exiled. That's a deal.
You learn that. There's also 3 beds in the basement. For all of them are not like that. They're not that large, but none of them are being used. And you realize that these are the 3 children that he doesn't have anymore.
As soon as he says that it's his exiled wife's bed,
Yeah.
I kind of... Do you want to talk about it?
He gives you this distant stare. No, I think I don't. It's been a.
you wanna
enjoy
drink
your
over it?
evening. Goodbye.
Do you want to drink over it? And then I kind of wiggle the bottle of vodka that I'm holding.
I do, but I want to drink alone.
All right then, and I kind of clink it against whatever he's holding, and take a swig, and walk into the room.
Takes like a half-hearted one, and he goes upstairs, and yeah, indeed, there's 3 beds down here with some assorted, children clothing and like children items of various ages. The beds are like, single beds, a little bit smaller than for adults, but it works. It's warm.
Well, you had a better day than he did, for certain.
Oh, for sure.
Good night,
Yeah.
fellas, Vance.
Good night. Do you have a last name?
Oh, it's a bit complicated.
Try me.
Okay, so my kind has we don't really have a surname as in a family name. We have something that you would translate to virtue name, which is this like sort of name that describes you best. So if we take my dear sisters, for example, you have Bella Sunbane, and it's on the tip of my tongue. How could I forget the name of my own sister?
Thalia.
Thalia Wormwiggle. Lovely names to describe lovely people. And I also had one, but I kind of dished it. once I joined this not so merry group.
So just Hamatia.
For now, I need to think of a new name, or someone needs to give it to me, someone who I value. But before it was Hamatia, and she's going to mumble.
I'm not going to
Okay.
ask for clarification.
Yes, it was Hamatia. For all you know.
All right.
Okay.
Well, if I think of something, I'll tell you.
Thank you.
Alright.
I'm sure that tomorrow's going to be even more exciting, so let us get some sleep.
And while I'm falling asleep, I'll play with the ring on my finger.
Okay.
That's
Some, midnight snack of vodka, and yeah, eventually you fall asleep.
I'll empty the bottle before I go to sleep.
Oh,
How about that?
Jesus Christ! You definitely go to sleep. Not as heavy as
I want to go to
one.
sleep.
Okay, yeah. For
I'm
sure.
done with this day.
For sure. Sleep is had. Okay. Abbey people. Something happening up in the Abbey I should know about?
Some steamy massage thing.
We're looking at a window from the outside.
That's a very good question. What does happen?
Handprints, the steamy,
Hamatia
corridor.
like piggybacks of Fad towards the window.
Is there anything steamy happening? No. Well, I think there is obviously a misconception in terms of what the Lyria thinks is going to happen versus what is going to happen, as is per usual. So.
Sad.
I mean, I don't think if you actually clarify for Illyria what the intention is, I'm not entirely sure she would be opposed.
God.
It's more about letting Illyria understand and learn this on her own, I guess. But Nyx would be like, so, have you ever given massages before? Just so I know what I'm getting myself into.
No, not really, but it can't be that hard, can it?
There's a certain artistry to it, a certain amount of refined pressure points. Sometimes you just have to hit the right spot and not just go, well, like you're attacking something.
Didn't really think you'd take me up on the offer in the first place.
Why exactly would I not? I mean, I'm tense. You offered to relieve my tension. How can I not take you up on such an offer?
I don't know, we've had a few rough times, so...
We have. And now it's time to at least help each other relax. At least that's the intention here, right?
I mean, I guess so.
Okay, well. God, I don't have any oil on me, but maybe there is some, I don't know, oil lying around in the kitchen.
Maybe? Is there?
like
roll a
all
percentile die.
Looking in the kitchen for like you hear this clattering of pots and pans and like cutlery as he's desperately trying to find some oil as fast as possible.
Yeah, roll a percentile die.
I did 48.
48?
Hmm.
That's not enough, I'm sorry. No, there's no oil.
Damn.
There's some
Well, we're
butter,
going
though.
in
Making fun.
butter.
There's some butter, though.
There's cows here.
There's some woolly cows, but it's like liquid gold, you know, basically.
No, he's
like-
gonna go in raw. With massage.
How incompetent.
I know, like this freaking Abbey is not stocked with massage oil.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, massage oil. Sure.
Fuck.
Well, unfortunately, nothing to aid the process, but I feel like you seem to know what you're doing, and
I literally just told you I don't.
oh, well, perhaps I can help guide your hands.
Maybe. Sure.
Right. Well, let me show you how
I
Barovians
made you
massage.
burn sex dolls with me. That's the least I can do.
Yes, but I wouldn't call this foreplay. It.
I'm gonna
Foreplay?
mute myself, I'm sorry.
Is this where we're going?
No, I mean, just taking you up on your Raphael area here. And Nyx will like lead her up the
Him?
stairs to like where there is a bed of sorts or like a rack. I don't know what's actually here. We haven't actually done an exploration.
guy.
The upstairs area is barren except for that stone slab and the messy corner that is, Cloven kind of area. And you just basically have a mattress on the floor. Everything else is, there's no bed.
Oh, how romantic.
It's not meant to be romantic. It's meant to be for massage. Okay.
Oh,
let's-
sorry, apologies.
Nyx will take the mattress then and like move it to the stone slab and lie down on the mattress. But first taking off his jacket and his armor, I guess.
Smells like a interesting combination between spilled self-made alcohol and the better part of a decade of sweat.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, I mean, at this point the mood is kind of killed, I suppose. But he still like lies down and tries to bear with it. Like he's gonna get a freaking massage. And what happens next is what happens with Illyria. What does Illyria do is like Nyx takes off his shirt and lies down face down.
I mean, she because Nyx is a very attractive guy, right?
He definitely is with that presence modifier.
He's more of the slender kind of like, good-looking guy
Yeah.
rather than the buff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah.
so, she does look a little bit like, if she thinks less about stabbing you, and, she does her, like, she does her best to actually give you, like, a massage.
Oh god,
know,
no, it's up to me to
definitely,
decide, but this is... Fuck.
Is it subterfuge or is it leadership?
I think it is actually empathy dexterity.
Oh, alright. Did I lose her sheet? I'm a dumbass. I also lost the roll 20. There we go. Empathy. So that Jesus Christ, can you not?
Was that a
Oh my
cat?
god. Yeah, that's my cat.
Somebody's unhappy.
They're fighting over the couch currently.
Okay, so how many ranks do you have in empathy?
1. So
Okay, half your proficiency rounded up, which should be 2.
exactly. Should
Plus
be
your
2.
dex
I
mod.
just yeah. Oh my god!
Wow! Ooh, Nix is gonna get assaulted. The dice gods say no.
I don't think this thing between Illyria and Nyx is happening. No.
Yeah, Nix has heard of like second-degree burns from using wax as a massage oil.
Oh god! Oh god! Holy! Oh god! Yeah, like she pulls your skin, and you're pretty sure she
yeah.
creates more knots than what you had.
Should I just stop? I think I ruined things already.
Are you literally walking on my back, or
I'm trying.
are you certainly trying something? Not, I wouldn't call it massaging.
That wasn't my intention. I promise.
Well, what was your intention? To take away my bones?
Why would I do that?
I mean, that's what it feels like you're doing. I mean,
No, I'm just bad at it. I'm sorry.
you had good intentions, Illyria. I'm not going to fault you for that. I am grateful for the attempt. Maybe I should show you how to do it.
You don't have to.
I mean, if you're always up for learning, there are certain skills that I have acquired along the way, and it will just be an educational thing. I swear.
An educational thing, huh?
In case you wish to actually use these new skills found on other people.
Well, maybe I could give you a proper massage then.
Indeed. What do you say?
Alright.
I'm sorry I don't have any oils, but I will do my very best to not...
Sure, you're better at this than I am.
Sure, you're going to have to take off your leather, though. I don't think I can get to your muscles.
Of course. She just, takes it off without, thinking about it too much.
It's all very clinical.
No, it's more like she doesn't really have a problem with, I don't know, with,
She feels comfortable in her skin.
yeah, she feels very, comfortable in her skin. She doesn't feel uncomfortable about, addressing, in front of other people.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. Alright. And you take the place upon the mattress of some smells.
Okay.
And Nyx, you gonna, properly show her how to give a good, back neck massage?
Yes, but
Yes.
he's obviously going to push the boundary to fade to black.
Obviously.
Okay.
Okay, so what would be Illyria's reaction to that?
She would probably at some point kind of like, you know, when he kind of like pushes closer to that boundary, just kind of like turn around a little. I was like, so is that how it's supposed to go usually?
If it is something you would be interested to try.
You tried this with a lot of other girls, I presume?
I try not to think about how we got here. And just allow the moment to be in and of itself.
I don't mind it.
It's certainly better than being stabbed. And Nix will lean in.
Okay, alright. We have a proper fade to black. Wow. How did we get here?
I don't know how we got here from Illyria stabbing him. I feel like the two of them always had this sort of energy.
Well, one was way more oblivious and the other one was way more flirtatious. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, sad. You've had a lot of alcohol. Oh, perfect. I didn't even know. I'm sorry. Sad. You've had a lot
I was
of
listening the
alcohol.
whole time. I was
Okay.
listening the whole time, by the way.
You pervert.
I like to think Fad like closed Tomatia's
Hey, what are you
eyes.
talking about? It was a totally innocent massage
Yeah.
for the most part.
You've had a lot of alcohol just before bed, and so in the small hours of the morning, you find yourself needing to take a leak.
All right. I'll wake up.
And that is
Look
something
around.
that is done in like an outhouse kind of deal in this village, rather than having facilities inside of these houses. So you'll have to slowly make your way, like drowsily, up the basement.
I'll still
no
try and
chamber
keep a look
pots?
around to see if there's anyone up at this hour. Seems like early hours, right?
Yeah. You don't see Dimitri around. He's probably sometime during the night made his way into his own bed. And the house is, chilly and gloomy. And as you make your way out into the cold, nippy air outside, there's a silence that has laid itself upon the village like a lid. Everybody is sleeping soundly from last night's activities. You go and do your deed. And as you hurriedly step back towards the house, wanting that.
Not too hurriedly, because
Okay.
I feel kind of comfortable in this silence early
Okay.
morning.
Even though it's freaking cold.
Even so.
Even so. As you sashay back to the main building of the
Oh god.
the burgomaster's house.
What I hear
there's-
boss music.
There's some boss music. There's a voice that calls out your name behind you in a very poor French accent.
From what direction?
Behind you.
I will turn around. How far back is it?
Just a few steps.
Okay, I'll put my hand on my short sword or dagger. I assume I still put my
Yeah.
dagger, not short sword.
Makes sense. Makes sense. And behind you is Rahadin. Mr. Thaddeus Vance.
That's me. How can I help you?
Have you seen that you've had a good night in Kresk? We didn't know that the Vidatov estate remained intact and her bounties was able to be collected. It's good to know that the treasure is not lost.
Can I help you with anything?
We?
We what?
It's only been a few days. Have you completely forgotten?
I haven't forgotten anything. I keep her here.
Then, tell me what is going on. What are you planning of going next? How is Illyria feeling? What are you up to?
Well, we're finished. Yeah, I assume we're going somewhere else next. Honestly, I wasn't paying much attention. And Illyria is doing fine. She's honestly coming to her own, which is nice to see. All I have to do is keep her here, which I am doing. Keep her safe, which I'm also doing. Anything else I can help you with, Mike?
I'm gonna roll an empathy composure on the thing that you don't know where you're going.
Alright, fair.
So I would need deception, presence, or manipulation from you.
Yep. Hold up. And deception, manipulation. That's a 21.
His eyes narrows on yours, and he takes a step forward. His own hand landing on a saber like sheath that is attached to his hip. Do not lie to me, boy. I am
Boy.
too old to be fooled. I asked
I can
you,
definitely see you're old, but sure.
where are you going next? What is your next goal?
Our next goal is procuring methods to even the playing field. I stare him dead in the eyes.
Even the playing field.
Of sorts.
Against whom?
That's not really the question, is it?
I decide whatever the questions are. Remember, you get paid and you stay alive.
Have I
think
gotten
it's-
paid?
You will.
What guarantee is there?
None.
Huh.
But it's better than being dead, is it not? What
Oh.
would you like to try?
No, I don't think I want to try against you. I don't think I'll fare very well in a one-on-one. To be quite frank with you.
So you are not a complete fool. Good. Even the playing field against whom?
I never said against anyone.
Then
Say
elaborate
even the playing field.
for me now.
See, the way I see it, Barovia currently is in... It's not very stable. And we want to make sure that it's nice and stable. There's one very big power, kind of, sorry about that, but kind of doing whatever the fuck they want. And it's not really healthy for the economy, you know. We had a deal.
I will
The deal
not
is-
have you speak of treason against my lord. You understand me?
Did I say anything of that sort?
Clean your mouth.
I don't know, man. I think I'm quite clean. I got a shower yesterday. Everything. Cleaned myself. Pretty nice.
This
Listen,
is
buddy.
the natural hierarchy of how things should be. But I can see that such a minuscule and young creature such as you do not understand such wisdom yet. Good that I'm here to educate you. Now, where exactly are you going to even the playing field?
GM, I kind of forgot the name of the place we're going to be perfectly frank.
Well,
I don't think we've decided, like, a specific place.
I
No,
mean-
we're going to go to the wolf village.
yeah.
Oh, the wolves?
The werewolves you were going to go.
Right, yeah.
You kind of decided that by the pool after reaching so deep into Nix's pocket.
Right, yeah. Well, in order to help the economy here, make it nice and working, and to take care of certain problems that are appearing, namely werewolves. From out here, you guys don't really like werewolves, at least according to legend. Not sure how much truth is in that.
Then let me inform you that that's not a problem anymore. The Red Fangs have joined the fold once more, as they should, in submission to the Lord.
Well, they're making problems in this city, or in this town. So, we need to find out.
They are expanding their ranks, but those children are better off where they are than whatever this squalid and dirty place is. And he kind of like looks around on the surroundings, but then an absolute like disgusted look on his face.
I don't know. Kind of has a charm to it once you get to know it. You want to try? Maybe have a glass of vodka. It's surprisingly not bad.
No.
I'd be surprised. Like I think this shithole and they make decent vodka. I'd be
Well,
like, damn.
Mr. Vance, would remind my
Just Thaddeus.
friends,
Just Thaddeus. Mr. Vance.
Mr. Vance, would
was my
remind my friends that attacking the werewolves like you have done the abbot.
Well, that was a family problem, you know.
Well, we had
That was
no
like in-
love, in particularly for the abbot. We couldn't really care less if he's dead or not. But the werewolves are now where they should be, kneeling before the Lord. Meaning attacking
That's
them
good to know.
is attacking the Lord. Then that
wouldn't
would
do that.
be a declaration of war.
Have I done anything to make you doubt me?
Yes, many things.
Good.
I just don't have a better candidate. Otherwise, I would discard you in a moment's notice.
I'm all you have. Keep Illyria here.
To keep, my boy. You are only here to feed us information and protect her with your life. And you will get paid. And remain alive. That's all there is.
I'm just saying it's a shame if anything happened to her. That's all.
If you would
Lucky I'm so good at my job.
harm a single
I'm
hair,
her. When why would I do that? You're really jumping into a lot of conclusions, mate.
and you are talking in meaningless circles. I don't think I need to threaten you after all. I think you are quite capable of understanding exactly what the consequences of your actions will be. You like to act a fool. Why, I do not understand properly. But it's unbecoming, really. Well...
Anything else I can help you with, mate? Maybe some fire to keep you warm.
Such paltry things as feeling warm has long left me.
That's a shame.
Warn them, Mr. Vance. Warn them. Warn Lady Illyria that she is going down a very dangerous path. And that the passionate love of the Lord can easily turn.
Good to know.
He reaches into a side pocket and he throws a small bag of coins into your chest. It kind of like bounces off and then like lands in your hand as you kind of catches it before it drops to the ground. And he gives you a very mocking expression and he says, "Good boy, continue." And he just turns
I
around.
give the worst, most like condescending bow, and then I turn around and leave.
All right, yeah, both of you. You make a point of turning when he does.
While maintaining eye contact, doing the bow with like the hands and like the most exaggerated bow.
Yeah, he only looks at you in a mocking way. On his end, and you part ways.
Yep.
And you snuggle into the warmth of your bed.
I don't
for-
think I go to sleep after that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it might be hard to sleep after that, for sure.
Yep. I think I'm gonna look for more alcohol.
Yeah, there's definitely left around. You can easily find yourself some alcohol. Yeah, for sure.
I just gonna sit and solidly drink.
You sulk.
Yep.
Okay, all right. Woo.
Hooray.
Dawn breaks.
Give us the cockerel.
What?
What?
We've got a cock-a-doodle-doo.
No.
Get you a horn instead, I guess. You all come to a bit groggily. Some more than others. And you easily find some leftovers from the night before in regards to food. Nix and Illyria eventually walking down from the big abbey down into town to search for Hamartia. And oh god, Thad, there we go. And eventually, after heading out in the nippy the air with the dusting of snow and this gentle wind, you meet up in the interior of the burgomaster's home by his dinner table as he's still sleeping.
Was Fat there when I woke up?
Yeah, it was Thad there when you woke up?
Yeah, I was just drinking the whole time.
Oh.
Just kind of sipping.
The moment she wakes up and sees you sleeping, she's like, hi. Good morning
put
to
my-
you too.
Kind of put my finger to my lips, like, shh.
What? No,
Good
yeah.
morning. How are you?
I'm pretty good, you know, I didn't drink last night, so I'm fine. Did
Drinking
you
off the
go
hangover?
to sleep?
Yeah, I slept.
I know it's a bit early for day drinking, isn't it? I mean,
What was that?
isn't it a bit early to get drunk again?
You know, the best cure for a hangover.
No?
It's more booze. And I take another swig.
You know, I genuinely don't know if that's an actual thing or you're just making it up because of something. And right now, I'm too tired to understand.
I think we need to go catch up with the others. See if they are.
Yeah, Matty's going to do an empathy composure check because being awake at morning and drinking vodka is pretty.
It's spicy. It's spicy. What is it? Yeah.
Spicy water.
Yeah.
It's pretty sus, I think, all things considered. I still. Empathy composure, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Do it.
Let's go.
Empathy the shit out of there.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
13. I think I might use my. I'll use my inspiration then. Yes, I did.
Oof.
Okay.
Okay. You can just tell Wood God what Hamartia sees, or you can counter roll if that is what you please.
All right. You're gonna roll again, or
No, that's
No,
fine.
Oh.
you decide. You decide if you just want to tell her what she sees. With
so
the
on a 13, you you see Thad is a bit tipsy. He's not really drinking actively, and on a 13, I think that's it.
Hey,
Okay.
so maybe get your head a little bit cleared up. We have a long, long day, and I don't think you want to fight drunk.
At that
not
point,
gonna get
Vix
drunk.
and Illyria goes through the door.
Oh,
Good,
hello there.
good morning, you
Hey.
two.
Good morning.
How was it?
How was the
And I look at
massage?
Nick.
Mm-hmm.
It started a little rough, but I
Very rough.
think we got the hang of
I
it.
don't raise an
eventually.
eyebrow.
Did it
Well,
go
obviously.
smoothly in the end?
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Did it go smoothly in the end?
I think
Did you have fun?
I mean, Illyria could do with a little bit more coaching after understanding her skills. So, who knows?
And
Maybe there'll be
who-
more training sessions required if she is able to give someone a decent massage.
Hmm.
Just anyone a decent massage. I look at him dead in the eyes.
Well, let me just say that I took one for the team last
Gotcha.
night.
Gotcha. Alright. Well, I have some nice, good news. And by good, I mean absolute dog shit. Is anyone else in the room? Like the
No, you
Burgomaster?
can hear him snoring lightly in the background.
Alright. I'll quickly look around to see if anyone is looking at us through the window or anything is listening to us.
Make
Like
me
a quick perimeter check.
perception intelligence.
You got it. Not my best. Oh, never mind. 24.
You're pretty sure that only the right ears and eyes are witnessing this right now.
Well, last night, or this morning, I got a visit from Strahd's puppy, a watchdog guy.
And with that, we're gonna go
This
for a
way.
short break. Woo!
Hey!
Alright, okay. Refill your drinks, empty your bladder, pet your pets, and come back and ready for another 1 hour and a half or so. Okay, let's do the things, guys. Go.
We do those things.
Go do the
Yeah.
things. I'll be
Do
right
some
back,
sound,
chat.
guys. Yeah,
Be
some
right
sound.
back.
Let's go.
Ah! Oh god, I'm back. What a spicy episode so far. What a laugh I had at that one as well. Oh, lovely. Just lovely all around. It's very fun though. It's fun to have also Hammersite around. And Lucas in the chat and JJ as well. Hope you are doing good, JJ. What you been up to? I was alt-tabbed to another window and I thought it was a 20 at first. The whatsies? What was 20? I'm confused. Hey, Yui, you're not lurking. How dare you?
Oh, yeah, shit.
How dare you? So we're just hanging around and waiting for. It was going to be 1 or 20, but oh yeah. You thought it was a 20, but it was a 1. She has such high chances of being great as well, with like a +7. I mean, that's pretty good. +7 is pretty good.
You won a 20. Yeah, I was like, oh no, Illyria isn't half bad at that, but of course.
I would like to think it's the nerves.
Yeah, probably.
Her hands were very cold.
Oh god.
I feel like Illyria just put a huge ass target on Nick's back.
Well, unless like Strahd was perving on them. Which he probably was, to be fair. The perv.
Niks third base number the Vistani.
I'm just saying, if anybody ever finds out, we're so screwed.
What?
Yeah. Well, we shall see. But
Oh my god! If Strahd finds out Nix is like a dead tiefling man.
I mean, he's already a dead tiefling man unless we get stronger.
I mean
that's
sure,
fair. That's fair.
but like deader, more
I
dead.
don't know, like I think Illyria's already made her peace in terms of like not wanting to be with the homicidal maniac that killed his brother just to get his squeeze. Yeah. That ship has a saileth.
The smoking crater right now suggests the big man wasn't looking at the moment.
I mean,
meteor storm.
Amartya does ship them because they're like a rom-com couple, or like one like she ships them as a rom-com couple, or one is like completely like broody and the other is like picking him up.
Mm-hmm.
But Amartya's headcanon anyway, not
Wait,
mine.
which one's the broody one?
Nix.
Nix is broody?
In Hamartya's eyes, yes.
Could be. Yeah.
I mean, it's a spectrum, but he's not like classically broody.
No, for sure not. Agreed.
Okay. Hamartya's first impression of Nix is, I'm gonna fucking kill you, yeah, fuck you know, so first impression.
I mean, you introduced yourself as the person that helped kill his best friend. What do you expect him to do?
Yeah, I mean,
It's alright, walk it off.
But it makes sense that his, perception, or Martha's perception is tainted.
Hamartia's perception is,
That's
has
Hamartya's
a different
perception, not
perspective.
mine, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Hamartia didn't know Nix before.
Yeah.
He came back to Reverbia.
Yeah, she doesn't know like non-edgy Nix, yeah.
Remember that first episode when you were at the gates and Nick said, like, what are you so scared? Everything is fine.
Yeah, like Illyria, like sort of like took her like fighting Colin was like, don't ever insult me again.
This is my homeland. Like, stop insulting it. Everything is going to be
It's
fine.
always planning, bro.
Just a quick 20-minute adventure, in and out. Have some dinner, get to know people, be right out.
Yeah.
What's the worst that can happen?
And I
And
will
then
get
she
the
was
glory.
genuinely about to stab you when she found out that like we couldn't leave. But then she realized you had no idea either and decided to postpone the stabbing.
Alright,
Yes.
and wait for Nix to do the stabbing instead. Hey, yo.
So,
Adrian, never again. That was just so lame. So lame. Why did you have to yo? Oh my god, you started to sound like Yowie, okay? Calm down.
I will never forget that one guy I knew who like referred to the deed with like a fucking League of Legends reference.
Oh no.
God.
No.
It
Okay.
was one of the Sinzao abilities, I think.
No. Okay. I'm not gonna take
Oh, I
psychic
thought it
damage.
was- Oh my god,
Didn't
I
tell
thought-
you to like pull
that
the
was
lever.
actually better than what I expected, but fine.
Anyway, you're sitting at the dining table of the burgomaster's house with Thad just dropping the news that he was visited by Estrade's puppy, apparently.
I'm assuming we understand what he means by that.
Do you?
Strahd
Yes.
got a dog?
God damn it.
Really?
Is it
What kind of
cute?
breed is it?
Is it a chihuahua?
Is it
Is it,
Rodin?
is it vampiric? Does it have bat wings?
It's probably Rodin.
Well, one
Why
sec.
is Rahadin?
1 second.
Oh,
1
oh,
second.
okay, sorry. I didn't check in with you, sorry.
Worst possible time.
Oh, sorry.
I don't
We shall-
think.
Hello? Yes?
Hello.
Hello?
I don't think that was for you, Bexxy.
Oh.
Wood gut?
Goodwood?
Forest Aid?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, it's me, Miguel.
Is it me
I can't hear
you're
anyone.
looking for? Just sit in your eyes.
Well.
Huh? Hello?
Technical difficulties.
Are you talking to us? I know. I don't. Maybe he's on the phone.
Maybe he's
calls
on
it?
phone.
Maybe who calls at 11 p.m. That's like.
Let me try restarting Discord real quick. So sorry, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, it's better that this happens, around the break, rather than just in the middle of everything. It's okay.
That's what you get for trying to usher forward the lewd conversations.
I was trying to stop the lewd conversations.
Exactly, usher forward from them.
Ah.
This is a mature audience.
Yeah, this is PG-13 massages.
PG-21?
Yeah, just a massage.
This massage, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it could have been. But you chose. Let the record.
Nah, I
state.
think we all know what happened.
Chiropractic?
Well, how you guys
Well-
doing? How's the weather been?
Actually, in the UK, I mean, it's been an okay day today for the first time in a long time.
It's
I've
forever.
already done the Frozen thing.
Oh god,
Yeah,
yes.
but
There we
like-
go.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
Jesus.
Save
I'm
us
sorry,
from
guys.
save us from the awkwardness of talking about the
I'm
weather.
sorry.
No. Yeah, I mean,
It is nice weather though.
okay, that's good to know. Anyway, Strahd, sad. Has just
What?
Wait,
Drop-
Strad is
wait,
Strad.
Oh no!
God, you ruined the twist, Bexxy. Come on.
Oh, I'm thinking back to my own mistakes. Thad has just said that he got visited a few hours ago by Strahd's favorite puppy. That Illyria, after a little bit of confusion, Illyria asked Brahadin. Is that the one?
Yep, that's the one.
And why were you visited by him?
I do you better. Who is Ahadin?
You've met him.
He's Trod's puppy. Little watchdog, little right hand guy that does his.
Oh wait, yes, I did meet him. I just
Steward, I think, right?
Let's do it. Right.
had this like balding, sort of messy, pathetic excuse for a person, isn't it?
Basically.
he's kind of put together okay, but he's not
He needs
winning
more
any
time.
beauty contests.
Anyway,
I think his
Anyhow,
appearance
he came
is
to
the
warn
least
me
of our worries.
about the fact that if we do anything to the werewolves, it's an open rebellion against Strahd. That's one thing.
Can't afford that yet.
What was that?
We can't afford that yet.
Right. So, just an FYI on that.
But what exactly did he say? Do anything with the werewolves? What exactly did you tell him, Tad?
If we attack the werewolves, we go into open rebellion against Strahd because they're in cahoots. Is what I'm
We had
telling
no
you.
intention of attacking the werewolves.
If we mess with them, is what he said.
What exactly did he say, Tad?
Pretty sure he used the word attack. And he is not a big fan of me, which is understandable. Yeah. So don't go against the werewolves.
I'm a little confused here, Thad. One, well, for many reasons, and the first being why he is coming to you, telling you what we should and should not do. Two, what he actually said. Are we just not meant to attack them? Or is there something more to his, words? So I'm going to need you to...
we did know from Mariella that the werewolves are now in cahoots with Stad, so that makes sense. It doesn't.
I'm not saying that doesn't make sense. I'm saying
If
that...
we interfere with their ability to take out their anger on people, then that's a move against Strahd.
And how exactly will Strahd know? Will you tell them?
Will I tell them? Why would I tell them that? They'll
No,
kill me.
I don't. You were certainly someone that he felt, Rahid felt that he could come
Why did he come to you in the
Approach
first
you.
place?
Right. That's what I'm curious about.
I kind of take another look around when he says that.
Strahd did give him as a gift.
Let me tell you the
Perhaps
little handshake I had with Mr. Puppy. When I woke up down in the cellar with up to my calves in water, or was it knees? Something. It was a lot of water. I sat there for quite a while in complete darkness. And then I saw light. It was Rodin. He came with a lantern, and he offered me a way out. I took it. The way out, basically, boils down to make sure Illyria is safe. And inform them of our escapades.
So you've been feeding information back to Strahd for everything that we've been doing ever since we left
So
Castle Ravenloft.
my first meeting with them ever since we left was just today, to be honest. Decided I really don't like the fucker. And so, well, I didn't break it off with him in the street. He would have probably killed me because I'm not up to fighting a vampire one-on-one.
Did you tell them about the vestiges?
No.
Okay.
What did you tell them?
I told them Told them about the werewolves. And he doesn't trust me much, so I don't know if that if he trusts me on anything that I tell him. But I told him that the economy here sucks. And he took that as a slight against Strahd.
This place doesn't even have much of an economy.
Yeah, that's kind of my point.
So you
And-
took a deal to save your own skin, to just be Illyria's bodyguard and nothing more,
And feed information to start.
and
And
feeding information.
Feed information to Strahd, yes.
That's it.
Wouldn't you do that in the same situation?
I mean,
Your whole people
Maybe.
your whole
But-
group slaughtered, and then you taken to a dark cell to rot in.
perhaps, but I wouldn't have kept this information for days after it.
It wasn't-
after-
It wasn't relevant until
Kind
today.
of looks at Nyx.
I mean, all of us keep information away. None of us get to play the "oh, you kept something for me" card. Look around you. Elia, if I recall correctly, had something with an amulet when I just arrived or something, and got asphoda in a twist. You're keeping secrets right now, Nyx.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
There is
She is going to conjure an image of soul and like a little stick, and she starts poking the soul.
Sorry to disappoint you, Hamatia, but I've already told Illyria
But-
all about that.
Oh, when?
Yesterday.
So you kept it for a few days.
That doesn't put the whole party at risk. If we have some problem with a mole feeding information back to Strahd when we are actively trying to take him down, it's a bit
As
of
I
a
said,
problem.
But we
As I
can use
said-
it to our advantage. He can feed false information. He can
I ha-
forge things.
I haven't
forge
broken
evidence.
it off with him. And also, today, this morning, was my first meeting with them. So, there
And
wasn't
you told
really...
them about the werewolves? You didn't
And
tell
to be
them
quite... And to be quite
and-
frank, there wasn't much information to feed before today.
You didn't tell them about the sword or anything of that manner.
I'm not an idiot.
Empathy composure.
I'm not an idiot. Or empathy composure about the sword.
Yeah,
Just
she's
that
going-
thinks he's an idiot.
No, he's about like Amadia wants
yeah.
to make sure. Okay, 10.
Alright. That's fair. 10?
Yeah.
He seems to be telling the truth.
Okay. I'm sorry. It's just a bit of a sensitive topic. So, yeah, I mean, sure, you've withheld that, but he could have given them so much more, and he didn't. He gave them practically as little as possible. I
So-
say this is an opportunity, and we can use this to our advantage.
I could have told them everything to save my own skin. I honestly tried to tell him to fuck off, but he wouldn't take it.
This arrangement that you have with Rahedin and to that extent Strahd. I'm not knowing all the details, I can't say one way or the other, but it doesn't make me trust you, Strahd.
That's fair.
What exactly are we supposed to do now? Are we supposed to say that, okay, the next time you get approached when you're alone in the night and you're taken somewhere by against your will? What if you were tortured? Would you give up information about what we're trying to do here? You seem to be under the impression that they play by the rules when they're making up the rules as they go along.
What do you mean by that?
Strahd, he doesn't care whether the rest of us survive. He only cares about Illyria.
I know that.
Even that is... I'm not sure that's a given anymore.
Have you had the conversation with Strahd recently?
No.
To be frank, from what I heard from the little doggy boy, one vibe that I did get from him is that Strahd very much cares about Illyria.
I mean,
we know that.
well, I mean, if he didn't, I don't think I would have left that party alive.
Come on, you guys take things too harshly. This is a golden opportunity to feed Strahd false information. If they do have an arrangement, and let's say Fad has a bit of a change of housing,
Well,
do you get paid for this? Or what do you get? What do you get out of it? You just get
I get to live.
and nothing else? Okay?
Do you think
So
he
why
cares
didn't
about
you-
anything?
So why didn't you lie to them? Why didn't you lie to Rahadin to say that we're off west or something? Or off to the wine production? Why did you tell them that we're going to the werewolves?
Well, from what I knew, is that werewolves and vampires are kind of eternal sworn enemies. Apparently that's not the case.
We knew that though.
Anymore, and
I don't wish to take a side here, but yeah, well, maybe he has to tell them something to give them, happy.
So I tried to lie to him first. That fucker is good. As much as I hate to admit it.
So even if you were to lie to them, they would see right through you.
I'm a pretty good liar, trust me.
Yes, well, they're pretty good too. I've tried to lie before.
Well, obviously.
Served me well.
Well, I think except Amelia here, everyone in the table is a pretty good liar.
I am not sure if I should be offended by this or not.
No, you're fine.
Empathy, composure. Just kidding.
Point is, Fad could have just left it in the dark and none of us will be the wiser, but he didn't. He came to us, informing us, and maybe perhaps if we can't take full advantage of it, maybe we can minimize the damage that it does, because I think Fad is an asset, but I will, maybe it's the benefit of the doubt, maybe it's self-reflection, but I don't think Fad is bad. I think we can either feed them false information and mix it with not false information in order to create a false picture, or perhaps Fad can feed them the most irrelevant, mundane, boring information, and he would be taking his part of the bargain. I think we have exaggerated things a bit. I mean, sure, Star just gave us this person, and if any of us thought that there wouldn't be any sort of some string attached, that would be foolishness. I think that by coming with us, by coming forth with this information, Thad has proven himself trustworthy, in my opinion.
So where does that leave us now then?
We feed him. We try to have Thad gather some info, prepare drops of information, give him some really good intel, but also make some false intel. Give us Pete's dancing.
He already said that he looked through, he could see through his lies.
But if you mixes truths with them, then it's still fine. If you just blatantly lie won't do anyone any good.
Look,
I mean,
Strahd is exceptionally well skilled in understanding what lies beneath.
So he can just give as little information as he can whilst keeping the bargain. Irrelevant information, like we're going to a wine production, which we are.
No, I don't. I really disagree. I really do not think that Thad could, as well as he says he could lie. I really don't have faith that who he tells the lies to won't see through him.
Okay,
Mixing
but-
truths and lies is not going to do anything. We have to come up with a proper strategy here.
So what do you propose?
Well, I need to know the exact wording that Rahadin used, because if it turns out that, okay, well, on the cards this morning we were going to take care of this werewolf situation, and if Rahadin said any sort of meddling with the werewolves, that means that we are in outright war with Strahd. That changes a lot of things.
He said that if we remove the source of anger outlet, then we'll have a problem. Which is currently killing and eating children. Taking them or kidnapping. Or not, no, I mixed the two things.
He said that the children, where they are right now, is better off than this horrid,
But
place.
what did he say? What was like the condition with the werewolves? Like, what's the statement?
What's the wording he used? Because I forget.
He specifically used if you attack the werewolves.
If you attack them, okay.
Okay, if you attack the werewolf, so if you can solve this peacefully, that means it's fine.
Sure.
Right. Well, I mean, that was our intention anyway, but
Yeah, we can't have any false flag attack. I think that'll be pretty obvious that it's us.
should be careful how we approach it anyway.
We can have some mob justice, maybe manipulate the people of Crash to attack them, but that's a long shot.
They all die.
Not sure that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's why it's a long shot.
the only thing we can do is go over there and take a look about what the situation is and assess it from there.
I highly
Yeah.
doubt we'll be able to convince them to just give the children back.
Hello, Miss Werewolf Lady. We know you need these children to raise an army, but here is a very nice suggestion. What if you don't? Sure, yes. I'm going to let you take these children.
It's not really helpful.
Oh, because we are stuck.
We don't have anything to decide upon without understanding what's going on, in my opinion. There's nothing wrong with taking a look and seeing what's what without engaging. We have a lot of tools available to us.
We need to find Gilly anyways.
True. If we can find him, that's great too, for Lottie's sake, but
I'm just saying, even if we don't reach an agreement with the werewolves,
it's not a
trip
lost
might
journey.
not be wasted if we find Gilly.
And what are you going to do with Giddy if you find him? Are you going to just whisk him away specifically?
No, but Lottie needs him.
We're not sure if I see what Tamati is getting at. We don't know. We have suspects that it's not true, but We hope we don't find Gilly with the werewolves.
What if you do?
If we do, then that's puts a complication on, but we won't know until we get there.
Yes. Okay, so. Alright,
Let's
now
do
we're.
recon anyway.
Right.
So, to summarize, we are currently outmaneuvered, completely into dark, and our only course of action is getting more intel.
True.
Fine. I mean, we already pulled through us, so let's get to it.
Let's get our things in and head out.
Good talk.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you step out into the nippy air of the mountains. It's not here we want to be. Actually, we want to be here. There are a number of things actually, as you realize as you step out into the cold air, is that if you're going to spend a considerate amount of time in this climate, camping and such outside, that you would need warm clothing.
Maybe we need to stop by the general store.
Isn't there a tailor?
Is there a general store here?
Yes, we
Yeah,
were
we
approached
met
by
the
the general
owner.
store. Yeah, exactly.
I'm a tailor, yeah, I think.
You learned actually that there were 3 establishments in town. There was the general store, which was Lady Kate's Wonder Emporium. You got the Strum House, which was the legendary blacksmiths. And then you got the Swift House, which was the tailor shop.
Alright, so let's go to the Swift House. Swift House.
As much as I want Amartya to make Illyria like a new outfit, I don't think we have the materials anyway.
Or
Actually,
the time.
you know.
You know.
All right. You step into the Swift House, which is basically the living area that has been somehow used for, the tailoring part of the business, and then you got an area that is parted, shielded from view from the public, that is meant more for the family. It's very much everything in Kresk is very intimate. And you get warmly welcomed by Mr. Coble Swift and his wife Rika. But Rika quickly loses her interest after showering you with some words of gratitude, like yesterday about the food and the party. Coble himself is a very short man, rotund. These big cheeks, this big nose. There's a very vigorous kind of red or pink rouge on his cheeks. He has this balding hair that gives this bald spot up on his forehead, making his forehead freakishly long and a little bit funny to look at. But he has this big smile and excitable kind of personality that he it's overall a very positive perspective you get of this little rotund man. Oh my, I have such important guests. in my humble abode. Oh, welcome. What can I do? What do you want? I got some interesting things in the bag. I got fishnets. I got pearlescent silks. Very expensive. But I mean, look at you. You might be the one to actually afford it. It's been gathering dust for quite some time, let me tell you. These people have no sense of fashion, I tell you. And it's... for such a person like I, it's just a tragedy.
Oh, you have a lot of good materials, my dear friend.
And looking around, like he has some very crude, you know, oh god, what's the name? I want to say dolls, but it's not dolls. You know, bodies.
Mannequins.
Mannequins. Thank you.
Mannequin.
In Swedish, docka, and it's very different.
Whenever you say dolls now, I just assume it's made
Sex
of,
dolls.
like,
There's
I
a
just
number.
assume it's made out of actual people.
There's
a doll.
a number of
Whatever.
mannequins around in the house, and they're all interesting. They're not necessarily bad looking, but they're not really traditionally beautiful either. There is a number of interesting fabrics that are being used, and you kind of scratch your head of like, where is God in his hands on all of this? And it seems more to be high fashion, haute couture, you know, that kind of deal. Very interesting shapes and combinations of colors and textures and things like that. And you're a little bit scared right now.
Well, you seem really into your craft.
Oh, everybody should be. I am so lucky that I have found my true calling. But yours seems to be perilous and brave adventuring. So what can I do for you, fellow
Right now.
passionate people?
Amateur is fangirling out of existence of everything.
Everything
Elvira is
warm.
probably looking at all of this and just kind of like more or less considering like what would piss my parents off the most if I wore it to a formal occasion.
Jesus.
It is this particular mannequin that seems to have all the coverage at the wrong places. Like the you know, the zones that you should cover up is, you know, in fine society is very much flimsy, but all other areas that are very, you know, innocent is just decked out with layers.
Oh, it's like bikini.
So it's a bikini armor.
And not really. It's more like, you know, extravagant and shoulders and like extended like hips, some weird stuff on the calves, you know, and then just, yeah, basically flimsy for the chest and the buttocks.
Hamata is going to look for like a light purple cape, like an almost muted white purple cape, and gloves and boots that will actually match her new robe.
He does have a purple fabric in the back, but it had to be aligned with something to be properly warm. It's not. It's like it's a taffeta kind of fabric that he has with that kind of color.
What's the next best thing? Like warm thing.
He does have a number of furs and, you know, wools and stuff like that, but they're not really interesting, and he's kind of over that anyway. He likes to line his more extravagant cloths with it, so it's kind of hidden away. It's kind of what he does.
Yes, big fan, by the way.
Oh, you are? Oh, I got a fan! Rika, you hear? I have a fan! In the background, you can just hear Rika sigh.
Listen, as a fellow master of the craft, I mean, I'm not a master of the
You
craft or
are?
anything.
What have
so,
you done? By the way, whatever this is going on your chest right now is just exquisite.
Thank you very much. I've made it myself yesterday, actually.
And that jacket, good sir, is to die for.
Nix's jacket, yes.
I'm pretty attached to it. I was curious if you could add some fuzzy lining, maybe a hood or something on top of it, just to protect me a little bit more against the elements. It's a little nippy outside.
Can be done, can be done.
Do you have anything warm that goes with this little robe that I made?
Well, if you don't want us to in any way tarnish his beauty, we can always just have an inner jacket if you would like to. Fur or wool, whatever you would prefer.
Yes, that would be lovely. That would be lovely. Absolutely
Okay, then a
stunning.
long winter jacket for the lady. Do you want a nice fur accentuation around your neck?
Yes.
Yes, I get you. A little bit of a dominatrix. I am
What?
better than all of you. Let me step on you kind of energy. I get it.
Oh, sure, yes. I like stepping on a lot of things.
I bet you do. Okay. Now, my rebellious young lady, what are you in the market for?
Just something practical, just needs to protect me from the elements, nothing more.
I bet that's what your parents would have said, wouldn't it be? Now, what is your heart's desire?
Exactly
Speak to
that.
me. Speak. I guess not everybody can soar among the angels.
Leah, do you need some help?
I mean, I do appreciate your work, and she just kind of looks at that one that she thinks would be really funny to wear.
You look at it. You look back to Cobalt, and he only wiggles his eyebrows at you. And now we're talking. But it's not really working in the cold, is it not? I don't know why I made it, really. It's just wholly impractical. I don't think I will ever sell it, but, it just spoke to me.
No. If I don't die a horrible death, I might eventually take it off your hands.
Oh, I would like that. It costs a pretty penny, though, but I'm sure that if you survive all of this, you would have that, darling. So, spend your money, queen.
Seriously, though, I just need something warm and practical, really. I mean, if you want, you can
Could
take
we
a
at
little bit of
least go
creative
with
liberty, I guess.
monochromatic kind of style? It's practical and it's simple, but it still have a shock value. We go white fur on one side and black fur on the other. Yeah? You like that?
Sure,
into
if
that?
it makes you happy.
Oh, it makes me exhilarated.
Okay, we'll go with that then.
Perfect.
Illyria's just going for the Corella look now.
Corella de will. And you, my unfortunate friend, you look like you need some swagger to just lift your spirit, no?
Sure. Yeah. Something that
Leather, yes.
long sleeves.
Okay, long sleeves, leather still, in a nice brown, and then we do some inner warm lining, yes? And a
Sure.
cool cut around the neck, yeah, you're gonna be a cool cat.
Sure. Sure, yeah.
Okay, so everything, you know, the cloths and okay, considering the huge fat discount of what you fabulous party that you put on, that would put us up 14 gold, 5 silver.
One thing, please, if that's something. Can you, do you have some, like, sort of like this dark red, orangish fabric and a bright yellow one? Just the fabric, not actual.
I got a mustard yellow out there in the bag. It's a form of satin, very expensive, and it has this very subtle but glorious brocade woven into it.
Yeah, can you give me a meter of it?
Oh, for sure, that's 20 gold.
Oh, she looks at the others. I don't have that sort of money.
We have a little bit to spend collectively, so...
Okay, I'll do something really cool with it, don't worry.
Alright,
So that's a grand total of 34 gold pieces and 5 silver. But if you recommend me to Ola Barovia, let's just say 34.
Well, yeah.
Well,
If
we'll
I-
be wearing your garments, and people will ask us because we will be helping them. And if anyone wants to look like us, because we are, you know, miracle workers according to the people of Kresk, they will have to come to you.
Friend. And he goes up and like kind of pats you. It kind of reaches up to your chest height. Pats you on the arm. These people do not have that kind of money. Not anybody but we have that kind of money. I mean, if the devil came to my doorstep, perhaps I would be able to get paid, but I'm actually due.
Maybe.
And you have
For
already
now.
gotten a discount. All of this would cost a lot more. I'm already being very generous.
I'm not trying to sway you one way or another. If you want to feel like we are being your sponsors, then it's up to you. I'm just saying, by default, we will be out and about, wearing everything that you've made, and people might ask about it. We'll tell them to come to Kresk and talk to Cobalt Swift.
Oh, you just might die in a ditch somewhere because you have horrible luck and this place is terribly hostile and very sad. Who knows?
Well, that's optimistic. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
The idea is not to, of course, but even if we did, that ditch would look fabulous. So,
It's very seldom that people are able to come to my doorstep. Okay, like 30. Just 30. And I will be a happy man. Happy, slightly poor man, but happy man.
Nix gives a wink and reaches into the bag of holding, which I'm assuming where everything is, and pulls out 30 gold pieces, and I'll remove it from the party funds.
Okay. He informs you that he needs a couple hours, basically to lunch, until he's finished with all of this. It's like a rush order kind of deal.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, we still need to do some browsing, just in case. We might need some more rations, or let's see if there's anything further that we need before we head off. Given this is not in front of the shopkeeper, by the way. I think it might be prudent, just in case we need to stock up on some things if we don't actually make it back here. Last time we went from Valaki to Kresk, we're thinking everything is going to go right, but then we were taken away to Castle Ravenloft.
But
If
Oh,
you did get fed.
Castle Raven. You were
away,
in
no, I'm doing it away from the. I already said away from the shopkeeper.
Okay.
You really
I was
not-
ready to roleplay
I
his.
said it. I
Oh,
said
sorry.
it beforehand.
I was
Yes, we met
so
we met
ready.
Satan. Do you wanna talk?
We met Satan.
so ready. So ready to roleplay his.
Actually, this one here is maybe eventually his bride.
Yeah. She was basically his fiance in another life.
Yeah. Wild,
Wait.
isn't it?
And not really, but
At least that's what he likes, to pretend.
So it's complicated.
Okay. So
Okay, so General
Yeah,
Store
my actual fiance in another life.
get some rations, which is boring but necessary.
Yeah,
Fine.
actually,
I mean, you can
Oh,
probably go and
kinda
get
like-
rations from Luca by this point.
take Hamartia like a little bit like on our way, kind of like take Hamartia a little bit like to the side and let's just like ask, hey, Hamartia,
Ah, yes, that's me.
you like sewing, right?
Yes, life is a bit of an understatement. I love it.
Well, if we get our hand on some fabrics, you could like try to do your magic and come up with something that makes whatever this guy produces work.
Oh, I have some fabric here, actually. I bought it off of him. It's this nice golden mustard thing. Yes, I can work with it. I actually have a lot of fabrics. I have a kit, and I have some fabrics. I mean, I had more, but I left some with your friend back in the abbey. What sort of change do you want? Do you don't like the color? Do you wish to have had some artistry to it, like my robe, or do you want to cover up the places? What do you want?
I don't know, I just think you could. I just think I could use some stuff that maybe hasn't been repeatedly stabbed and or burned.
Yes.
And I've seen what you've done to the rope, so
Yes, I can certainly work that. I can work if you're carrying clothes in, and I think I can fix them up and do a little bit of a makeover,
yeah.
and they'll be
sure.
like new. But with a few other additions on my part. That's fine with you.
Sure.
Yes.
Work
Okay.
your magic.
Ooh, okay. I mean, I won't summon an eagle to do it, but I will work my magic. Okay, great. Oh, this is wow. Woo, this is.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, so how are you? What do you mean? No, last night. How was the massage?
I am apparently terrible at giving massages.
Oh. Well, I mean, did you ever did it? I mean,
I mean, I've never given one before.
mm,
I mean, I said it mostly, just because I didn't think Nix would actually accept.
I see. Well, I never had a massage myself, and I'm too weak in my little arms to actually do anything
Well,
good with it.
I'd offer you one, but I think you're better off asking Nick. Just be careful about where he puts his hands.
What do you mean where he puts his hands?
Just let him know if he does anything that makes you uncomfortable, I guess.
I don't think Nix ever did anything that made me comfortable.
You do have a point there. I'm sorry.
Even when he was kind, he has like this little spooky aura to him. I can't explain. I'm sure he's a good person. I'm sure he deserves to live a nice little happy life. But it just spooks me for some reason.
I mean, Nyx can get very scary, and I don't know what exactly happened between you, but I do know that he did something to you.
Oh, he didn't do anything to me. He did things to Soul.
Well, Soul is like your best friend, right?
Yes. But, you know, I think it's a bit more complicated. It's, you know, I just wanted to... Well, he said it was kind of a weird situation, to be fair, but... I thought that maybe if I go through this, maybe I'll be able to, you know, have a little bit of a peace of mind. You know, I mean, that's what I want for him, to be honest. I mean, that's why...
We've seen it in the maze. It's still hard for him. I mean, he did lose his best friend.
Yeah, maybe. I know.
But I don't think he necessarily wants to take it out on you anymore.
Oh, he does. Maybe he doesn't think that he wants to, but he does. Once he gets his opportunity, he will. You know? I don't blame him. I don't really hold any malice against him. I stood by whilst they slit Calvin's throat, and I deserve to be punished. And he deserves peace of mind, and if my death gives him that, then... I mean, okay, so I know it sounds really morbid and I don't value my own life, but you have to understand something. I duped Nyx because Nyx thinks he's taking my life away from me. But in order to take something from someone, that means that someone owns that thing. And I never had ownership of my life. I knew that it's either serving Mother Dearest or dying. There is no other recourse. There is no option C for me. So, the moment I decided to run, I sealed my own doom. So it was never a matter of if I die, it's a matter of when and where and who. And now I know all of them, which is great, because that means I don't have to watch over my back anymore.
We all die eventually.
Yes, but, you know, most people like to die in a non-violent way, you know, not get lynched by an angry mob after they find out you're something like me. But the matter is my existence in Barovia without some sort of coven to serve or conceal me is frankly unsustainable. So it doesn't really take anything from me that wasn't already taken. But he doesn't need to know that.
We'd like you to be able to live your own life. You know that, right? And I think you should.
I mean, yes, I want to live. I don't want to die horribly. But that's not something someone like me is able to do. That's just how things work. And I don't think killing Strahd would change that. I don't think anything will. It doesn't matter really. I won't be here when Strahd dies. I'll be 6 feet under or haunting Nyx. But I don't think I'll haunt Nyx. I'll haunt someone else. But I'll definitely be a ghost.
You can haunt me.
Oh, I mean... In a friendly way, sure.
Yeah, you can haunt me in a friendly way.
Sure, so, after Nick kills me, take my soul. And
I don't think that that will happen, but maybe I'm wrong. Nyx obviously had some, maybe has some anger inside him.
some anger is quite the understatement. You didn't see him as I've seen him.
I've seen him with a flaming crown ready to kill.
Have you seen him with a flaming crown and a shadowy figure caressing him in the back? With some
No.
sort of gargoyle monster out there trying to take him?
Gargoyle Eva?
Yes. I think he called that Eva. I thought it was his mother, which is weird, maybe. But
Well,
I
you
don't judge.
see,
Can't
this
really.
thing, this monster is what? Well,
I mean, Nyx managed
it's
to
more or
snap
less
out of it, but I
burst
think
out of her as she tried her best to.
he told me the story of Eva.
Yeah.
But point being is that there is some force tugging him on one side, and the other force, the good side of him, tugging him on the other. I say good with a bit of a apostrophe, asterisk, because that good side of him came from the fucking abbot. And where does that leave us? There are two external opposing forces, or internal opposing forces, working on him. He has no idea what the fuck is going on with his body, and that's spooky to me.
I mean, that's spooky to me as well. Don't worry about it. I do worry about him.
So, if by my death he gains some sort of peace and that shadowy thing doesn't take over, then it's job well done for me. That's just one more life that I'll manage to save, and
I mean,
that's one
comes
more than
to
I.
that, and if that's what you want, then I won't stop him, and I probably couldn't. But I
It's up to him.
do think that he might eventually reconsider.
Yeah. You know what I love about you? But I look up to you the way I do.
Hmm?
You always see things in the most positive perspective. You always look for the positive outcome, and that's frankly admirable. I wish I can share that trait. I just don't see it happening. That I never really seen someone knowing what I really am and defending me anyway happening, so I just might be wrong, you know.
I just... I guess I just, like to go against what is expected of me,
I think you don't give yourself enough credit. You're not a contrarian. You don't do things just because someone you don't like told you, Elia, do this, and you're like, no, do that instead, ha. You do things your own way because you want to do them, and if they happen to contradict someone else's wishes, then it's good, but
maybe now. I mean, I
Being a
can assure you I originally joined the military mostly to piss off my parents.
and why are you here now? You're not here to piss off your parents, is it? You're not here for the sake of being a contrarian. You're here because you did want to help the people of Barovia.
Yes, I'm here because I want to help the people of Barovia, but I also want to help you. I know it's not up to me, it's up to Nyx, and I understand it. I mean, I miss Kelvin too sometimes, but you weren't the one who slit his throat, and you had no other... I mean, if you had tried to stop them, what would have happened?
It's not only Kelvin.
The children?
Yes. I want to make it up to them. To all of them.
I know. But I think the better way to do that might be to make Barovia a better place.
Yes. I mean...
And with everything you've done, and with everything that you're ready to sacrifice, I don't think you not being here makes it a better place.
Oh.
I think you can help us make it a better place, and you know, I do want to walk out of here together, and I want to see the first time you feel the real sun on your skin.
But it would be lovely if I drop any false bravado. When I came to you, I was ready to accept death as a mercy. But now I want to live. I want to see the sun. I want everyone in Barovia to see the sun. So, if somehow Nyx could be convinced to spare me, and maybe we can postpone the date of the vengeance. If I can help you do this.
Do everything in my power to make that happen.
I can't thank you enough.
And she just gives Marty a hug.
Aww. Okay.
This cut from, hey, can you make me an outfit, to really deep all of a sudden.
Okay. What are you other people doing? Any
Getting rations.
getting rations? Well, you're able to pick up how many rations as you please from the barrels of holding.
Okay. Enough so that we don't have to worry about rations anymore.
Well, okay, so another thought that pops up into your head is that you're not entirely sure that there might be a sufficient road leading to the headquarters of the werewolves. You haven't.
No, we're meant to be going through the forest anyway for reconnaissance, so having horses, which we do, but we have a cart.
Yeah, I mean, you can take the 2 horses, but they're not really... I mean, riding 2 on them... Marty is kinda...
Marty is like 1.50 meters.
Yeah, but
But-
still, it's still going to be... The horse is gonna get tired eventually, but you can take the
But there's
horses.
no horses here, right? All the horses are gone, so
They're at
like, we
Luke-
can buy
what-
horses here.
Our horses are at Lucas.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I know that,
I
but
think
extra
they'll take
horses.
good
Extra
Oh,
horses,
extra
no.
horses.
No, there's no extra horses in
Yeah,
Kresk.
I think we're just gonna leave them with Luke, alright?
We're gonna walk it.
I mean, are we gonna take 2 horses?
We could ride 2 and just
Yeah, we
take
could
more.
ride 2.
I mean, I can walk.
And we divide the weight. I mean, none of us are particularly heavy. I think Thad is probably the
No, we don't have
heaviest of us.
Aspid. I
but-
would
No,
like
I'm
more.
pretty short to
I
be
think
honest.
Nyx is the heaviest.
Yeah, I think Nyx is the
probably
heaviest.
What?
the heaviest, I guess.
What?
I mean,
That is pretty short.
Fat is like really short for a male.
Yeah, I'm 164.
Nyx
and
being the
everyone-
biggest is just weird to me.
as
I
in
mean,
he's wearing.
Wait, I'm pretty sure
medium
Illyria
armor.
is taller than Thad.
That's probably true. That is
Okay,
really short.
so you have
Nyx is the
Leah.
tallest now. What the
Yes,
fuck?
What?
because you
Always
have
have been.
Nyx who's like average. You have Hamatia whose whole childhood, you know, she never really got the proper nutrients to grow.
Yeah, but anyway, you know, still, but every like a lot of gear, especially if you're, you know, mountainous regions, a lot of snow, the horses are going to get exhausted, and there might be a question of like their footing. On the other hand, you would be traveling faster, and it would be more comfortable.
Nice.
I think we do take the horses, in my opinion.
We'll probably die out there.
Well, it's a question of like. Okay, can you bring up the map, Bexxy?
Yes.
Question
As he
is,
opens his.
how do we make it back? Is the question.
That's
if
the
the
thing.
horses
Like, if we
die,
take the horses there, well, it's either that or if we're walking. It's not too far of a trek. It's just not on a road. So we could, if we are, you know, here, we need to go back over the bridge, right, and head our way up.
The Wolf Central?
Like
Where's
over-
Wolfville?
like in this
You-
dark area, I think.
Okay.
Somewhere
Oh no, it's
northeast.
for. Alright.
Somewhere
fog of war.
northeast.
somewhere in the
Yeah.
fog of war.
You have
Okay.
no idea. Just somewhere northeast.
Yeah.
So if we're going like, oops. If we're going like somewhere northeast, snapping. We're thinking, okay, this is where Gilly was meant to be based on Asphida's very quick description of like some house west of Lake Zyrovich.
Yeah, it
The
was a
theory
little fishing hamlet that Gilly
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Lottie. Yeah.
So it's a question of if we go this way, or we go this way. But I mean, if we go this way, we're still taking a path here, which could be up on a road, and check around here, maybe before heading up this way.
What is the tower here? Do we know what the tower is?
You
we-
saw it actually as you.
After we left.
Oh
the
no, we
field
know
of
this.
state.
Ezzy told us what it was, right? She said she was going to Richten's tower or something
What
like
the
this.
fuck is Ezzy?
Yeah.
That's
Nick's cousin.
Nick's cousin.
How many cousins do you have, man?
Oh,
It's
God.
freaking Vistani cap. I'm from Barovia. Like this is normal.
Yeah, but sunny fuck, man.
Imagine having a healthy family in Barovia.
I know, right? When you got an entire culture of fucking, you have a lot of people.
I mean, it's a little bit more to them, but okay.
Yeah, sure. So, in theory, okay, I think it makes the most sense to do this and then go that way or wherever we're going.
Sure.
But you're right. But then if we walk it, it's fine if we walk it. It's just, you know, there'll be werewolves on the road already. But it's just going to take longer. If we were to leave the horses before we go into the forest, we would have to leave them somewhere safe. And if Ezzy had said something around the tower, that's where she is going, if we're passing by, we could at least take the horses halfway and leave them there. If that is something that people want. And then we can at least, in this area here, where it's a bit more spooky with werewolves being around on the road, we could at least be able to get away from them faster. And then deal with coming back here if necessary, to pick up the horses, which isn't too far away from Kresk anyway.
Sure.
We
It's
can always
it's a
return
day
this way.
between Kresk and the tower, it seems.
A damn
Done in
horse
hours. Yeah, 8 hours to get there.
So that's like a whole day.
on foot.
On foot, I believe this is.
With the horses you can travel basically 10 hours because your horses isn't tired the same way as you do.
So,
So this is like a day's walk over here.
Yeah.
yeah. We could
Okay.
either walk it for a day, or we could get there a little bit faster with a bit more safety and a bit more comfort and leave the horses there. Or we leave the horses in Kresk.
What's the scenario that the horses die horribly?
Sure.
Right. I think it's just getting out of here is probably the bigger thing.
Yeah. Like,
Sure,
get
we
out of
can
the-
we can go up to the bridge and a bit after and with the horses.
Okay.
Go
so
get out of like the no area.
Yeah,
then,
get out of the.
We also have to think about Casimir.
Yeah.
Oh right. Where is he?
He's outside, being.
Well, we could take the cart with us to the tower because that is along the road, along with Casimir. So he's not left in the mountains here.
Question is, how much more time can we actually have, like Casimir, diddle around with us before he gets frustrated and be like,
Yeah.
oh no, I need to help my sister, you know?
Well, we did say that we would help him. It's a question of like, well, we need to go to what, like the Amber Temple or something, which he said is in the north as well.
The Amber Alerts.
No, that's south.
The Amber Temple south.
Yes.
I thought it was like in the mountains.
No, it's
Yeah,
it's
and
south.
this is a valley surrounded by mountains.
That's so funny.
So much sass.
So anywhere, it could be anywhere here. It's just right behind you.
Teleports behind you.
So okay, but the Amber Temple, if it's south now, okay, then we have to think about our journey. I mean, if this is it, and then we do this, and then we come back here, and then we head south, I think we can talk to Casimir to say this is what we're doing. We can like come back to Kresk. He can just chill out here, but then he has to be given access to Kresk. But now that we are like kind of nice people, the people love us here. Maybe they'll
we're the
allow
shit.
him.
Maybe
Yeah,
maybe
we're the shit.
maybe we can tell him just he's cool.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much Dimitri's a bitch anyway, so...
I mean, Dimitri's kind of a bitch anyway right now. He's like a
What is he
wet
gonna do?
blanket.
Maybe Casimir can like give him some useful advice.
Maybe
like a limp
Casimir
biscuit.
share a little bit of power.
You know,
Oh my
like,
god, Casimir and Dimitri talking to each other.
To Dimitri is gonna be even more depressed.
Oh my god, these two men talking to each
Let
other.
me read you from my book called Ellen Edgar Poe.
God.
It's a real cheery breed.
The real fun part about people with depression
Okay,
is that
we
you can
need to-
manipulate them.
Okay, then we don't necessarily have to roleplay this out, Bexxy. It's just a question of logistics here about what we're doing for the rest of the foreseeable
Yeah.
campaign, I suppose.
Well, okay. I mean, you go outside to talk with Casimir about what he thinks. Okay. I'm gonna railroad it to that. And Casimir steps out of the woods to meet you as soon as he sees you exit the Kresk Heights impressive gate. Casimir he's never happy, really, and most of the time he's brooding. But now he seems disturbed and apprehensive. Immediately when you come into earshot, he says, I have been thinking, and I think it's time we part way for some time.
No, but... I mean, don't you want us to help your sister?
Takes a deep breath. Was I cautiously grateful for your promise to help my sister. Indeed, I cannot risk my life with you any further. My life does not belong to me, it belongs to her, and to make things right. This last foray to the Fidetov manor has shown me that you are on a perilous path. I commend and pity you for it, but I'm afraid I cannot follow. I'm sorry.
Casimir, we've made you a promise, but it is true, not in a promise. We needed to be with you 100% of the time. If you know where it is that your sister lies, we can meet you there. You have our word on this.
Immediately, he seems to be a little bit relieved. He was a little bit worried about how you would take this news. And there's like a
Frankly,
little like click
I
between you
can't
two that you have been thinking exactly the same thing.
I can't speak for the rest of us, but we never expected you to throw your life on the line just because we do ours.
As I said, my life is now given wholly to my sister, and I cannot risk it with you like this. But as Nick says, I will wait for you. When you are ready to go to the temple, I will wait at the bridge. If you take too long, however, I will assume that you are dead and return to my people.
That's a bit green, isn't it?
Probably smart.
I'm wondering, Hamatia,
That's me.
for the time being, would you not? Maybe it'd be better if Casimir held on to the gem that you have.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Casimir, take this.
She gives him the gem of like sending / stalking.
Is the compass is the only
Let's
one
not
that
tell him
stalks?
about the stalking part.
No.
He knows.
Reboot. Oh, he knows. He's seen the stalking gem before.
No,
Yes, he
you
was
told
literally with us.
he was with you when you told
Oh
me.
yeah. Oh yeah. That's true.
Casimir has mastered invisibility.
Thank you. This is a kind gift and certainly will help. Might be able to check in from time to time to make sure that you are still kicking.
I want you to take this and assume that this is still our promise and that we're not just letting you go. We just no longer need to be side by side right away for all the time. And you're right, we are looking to put ourselves into dangerous situations. And if your requirement is to ensure your sister's rescue, which we will do, we just have a few things to get out of the way right away that are more, urgent, I suppose. It's not like your sister is getting more dead.
No, that is correct, but the nightmares still persist. Anyway, Nix, please show me that map of yours and I will mark it where I will wait.
I literally have it open in front of me.
Yeah, I know, but I just said it for roleplay, but it is this bridge down here.
Okay. Can you open it up a little bit more so I can write something in there?
Oh, yeah. Is that okay? Nice. Please do not die. I have hopes for you. Among the brave people that have entered the mists and have crossed my path, you are certainly one of the more promising candidates. But do not fall victim to folly. You are not the strongest I have seen either.
Classic Casimir to tell us.
Probably as close
Oh,
as a
that's amazing.
compliment
So
as
wait.
we'll ever get out of you.
Exactly. Well, I'm not entirely sure if it was a compliment. Basically, you told us we are both strong and not strong at the same time, which is a classic Casimir.
I said closest approximation of one.
I think we can take it as a compliment. No,
But
we can take it in good faith.
I'm just happy that we could at least convince you to give yet another group of adventurers a shot.
Adventures.
I don't know, what were
People.
the other people?
If
Hey,
it wasn't
that's weird.
for...
I don't think any of us are here looking for adventure, to be frank.
Well, I don't really know our group a shot.
We need a name.
You do, this is
We
confusing.
are obviously not the first people who are seeking to, I don't know, help this place or
Yeah, no.
whatever.
They
And I know
sometimes
that-
wander in here and try to find their way.
This adventure feels kind of weird. I mean, adventure sounds like going into this fantastical land where we can meet a bunch of new people who are all happy and, and treasures and all. I mean, there was a
Casimir
think
just looks
so.
so tired.
red
Well, I
rainbow.
couldn't quite think of like a word to encompass all of the people that tried before.
Hey, Sunseekers?
We can work on it as we're walking.
Yes, but it's
Anyway, I have a long journey ahead of me. Follow my advice, and I hope to meet you again.
You will.
some things are not permanent in Barovia, and as a wise
But
person
some
once
things
said,
are.
some things are. And I think that our friendship is permanent.
It's definitely not permanent. You are going to die.
Thank you for your optimism. See, you're concerned about us. We'll be friends beyond the grave.
I'm sure Hamartia is coming to haunt you in a friendly way.
I have enough that haunts me. I'm quite enough.
Hey, Vlad, do you want me to haunt you?
What?
I'll play card tricks on you.
No, but seriously, we'll meet again.
I hope. And Casimir turns around and disappears into the forest.
Short piece of work.
We have a long
I mean,
road
I
ahead of
guess
us.
centuries in this place does that to you.
Okay. Anyway, you pick up your warm clothing. It's very fabulous. It's very warm. It's very nice.
I got a fuzzy hood.
You get a fuzzy hood.
Oh my god, Nix is a full Jordan with a hoodie. Yes!
No, it's kind of like more like a Parker. Yeah, like he's not
Yeah,
a Penny,
parka.
but
He's a Sith Lord.
no, it's more like
How does it
Like
fit
an
around the
Arctic-
horns?
Oh my god, I should have asked for a Jedi robe.
Oh my
you should
god.
have. It's not too late.
It's not too late. Do it.
Can I have a Jedi robe?
Do it.
He would be able to do very quickly, like just a brown wool kind of cloak, but it would cost like an extra 2 gold coin
It's worth it. Go, 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 go.
to have like underneath the black and white fur. Because it wouldn't be like lined enough to be like warm. It would
Yeah.
just be like, you know, a wool cloak.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be for the cold weather, but Illyria needs a Jedi robe.
Okay.
Illyria is
Alright.
just like, I have this sudden weird urge to get this certain type of brown robe.
Wow, where did you get that actually? Okay.
Cobalt is actually very sad. He finds it very boring.
Okay, but hear me out. It is just to conceal the amazing fashion.
Why would you want to conceal anything?
So you can take it off for the wow effect.
You know, you have me there. Okay, let's do it. Alright, 2 gold coins. You have yourself a brown wool
It
cloth.
just needs to done
What a
it for
cloak.
5 minutes before facing scroll.
Oh my god. VP,
Just to take it off before you.
General
start fighting.
Illyria! Hello there!
Lady Illyria.
Oh
You take it
god.
off, light
God.
the sword, and that's it. That's the entire purpose of this rope. To take it
Yeah,
off and then light the sword.
That's it, basically.
2 gold coin, well spent. Anyway, I have some homework for you. Now, even with the horses, if you would go on foot, equipment and your weight matters of what you have.
Haha, that's what you think when we have a bag of holding.
Ah,
We just put tomato in it.
Oh my god. I think yeah,
Breathe in there.
she can turn into a child and fit in it, yeah.
Well,
She can turn
also the volume.
You can turn
of the
into
bag
a
of
baby and
holding.
fit in.
You will
So-
die.
it's
You will
breathe,
die
right?
inside of the bag of holding. There's no live animals inside of the barrels of holding for a reason.
We could get a reed.
but
Anyway,
if she turns
double
into a
check,
baby-
double check your equipment and how everything weighs, just to make sure. And you finish your business at the Swift House. You pick up the rations that you require. Take your horses away from Luca, who is very, very sad. And you leave Kresk for some
Okay,
time,
but here,
traveling south towards the tower. That you saw on the other side of the offshoot of Lake Sarich. And with that, we're going to end tonight's episode of Charismatic